record. All right, welcome back, YouTubers. We are still streaming, same day. And this time we are going to get our tavern built, for sure. For show. And let's just start laying down tables. I guess I know in the back of my head that I don't really... That was perfect, wasn't it? I don't have intention to play this fortress for a particularly long time. In fact, it will probably end quite amusingly, would be my guess. So, I guess it makes sense that everything I'm building has been a little too small. Haha! Oh no, we don't have a throne yet. Okay, he'll work on it. Hey, our farm! We got plump helmets growing. Hopefully, he's quick enough to grow both those plots. I think I might have a tiny bit of potash or whatever is used for fertilizer, but like I said, I've never actually messed around with fertilizer before. Oh, we can view these now, though. Let's K it. Let's look. It's well crafted. So it's our carpenter's rendition, who doesn't have a name yet, does he? Now, we could drive someone insane. Someone wanted someone insane, who I already forgot who that was. By just destroying every amazing thing that he makes, but he will not like that. It's the image of dwarves and goblins. The goblins are surrounded by the dwarves. The dwarves are laughing. The goblins are prostrating themselves before the dwarves. The goblins look terrified. The image was commissioned by the Calm Vault, a local dwarven government. So we are the Calm Vault, apparently. I actually vaguely remember that now. I wanted to create a Calm Vault, though that was a random name. Oh, we need rooms so badly. Okay. Why is no one yelling at me that we need rooms? That is your purpose. To be my secretaries. I don't know. That's not true. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. Okay, so rooms. We could put them in these in-between levels, which would be good for work and tavern. I don't really like the quality that the rooms will probably be, though we could build it off over here. We still need something to go across, so we can see how much marble we have there. And we can actually even send them up, not connect these two, but have just some probably noble rooms, though I'd like some room underneath it, potentially, if I wanted to set up a noble dispatch thing. Okay, let's first dig this out. Ah! Curses! Not that. Hey, if anybody in chat, since you guys seem to use Twitch quite a bit, if any of you have... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to leave room for doors here. Sorry, too many thoughts. If you have anyone who you really like to watch when it comes to Dwarf Fortress streaming, I don't watch a lot of Twitch because I only watch stuff on my TV. I can't sit at the computer and watch things for any long period of time. So I tend to I can just watch YouTube on the TV, use the same remote and everything. Though I do have Chromecast, so I could cast Twitch to it, and I have done on occasion, but very rarely. As you can see, the people I follow are all like, what do you call it, speedrunners, because I love old games that I grew up with, and of course I do love all the speedrunning stuff as well. I assume summer Games Done Quick is probably not too far away now. Okay. Well, it's not the most amazing thing on Earth, but... Oh, that was the one I wanted to keep separate? No, that was the one I wanted to keep separate. I probably would have preferred to keep this one separate as well. We could always build a wall if we had to. Go forth, my dwarves, and mine me this. But not that or that. I can always open that up later, but I hate adding walls because they can't be smoothed or engraved. So I don't. Though when we're buying every valuable metal that every caravan brings by because we have this amazing food economy, or maybe even some other sort of economy, then we will be able to melt them down and create all sorts of awesome walls and stuff for where we have holes. I'm really hoping a were-camel comes and rips the fort apart, to be honest. You know what? That is perfectly fine. That does not bother me in the least. That's what Dwarf Fortress is about, is losing and having fun. And I always have fun. Chairs! We have chars. We have 9 chars. I like it. I didn't even check to see if they were all the same material or anything. I don't even care. And we're out. Okay, now that we have this set up... Oh, we don't have doors or anything here. That's fine. It's going to be messy to start with. I apologize if this bothers anybody. But we're going to make a dining room. Where am I going to go anytime I want to look at the dining room? Probably here first. So let's do it from here. That'll allow us to stop it before it gets down the other hallway. And this will be... Yeah, this will just be the dining room. And in order, apparently, according to the wiki, in order for tavern workers to actually work, it needs to actually be a meeting zone instead. Meeting area. And we will assign location. Oh, we do not have any locations yet. They can be created from the meeting area zones. These. Did I do that wrong? I've done this once before, and I forget exactly how I did. Libraries can be created from the meeting area zones, dining rooms, and bedrooms. Yes. Oh, A. It's at the very bottom. There we go. Inn, tavern. Glorious, glorious stuff. Why isn't I working? LT? Why is nothing working? I. Add a location. Now A isn't working either. Is my keyboard acting up? Let's try that. Hey, look, an update. Go away. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's go back to 7. Let's go back to... Q is not working. Space works. Why isn't Q working? Yeah, it's on caps lock. I accidentally hit caps lock. There we go. Aha. Okay. So, there we go. Assign location. I actually have 2 keyboards hooked up to my computer right now, so it can get kind of confusing. I like to type on a Model M, which is super clicky keyboard, and that's not usually good for streaming. We have the modest nut. Oh my goodness, I actually love that. I was going to take recommendations, but now I will not. It's the modest nut. Go, my nuts, and build some chars. Okay, so we do have a tavern now. If we want to, we can look at our tavern. We do not have a tavern keeper yet. I don't even know if that's necessary, but here's where we can desire goblets or set how many goblets and stuff to store here. Rented rooms, dance floor. So we do have quite a giant dance floor. Big surprise. How are we doing on our logs? You know what? Let's do this the easy way. Let's build ourselves a construction of a floor. Probably should have done these the other way. Maybe not. I do want area to walk around the dance floor. Okay, let's see how many blocks we have. We have no blocks. We have absolutely no blocks because none of these trees were chopped down. Okay. To Dwarf Therapist we go. Why is my tree chopper not chopping trees? My goodness, that's hard to say. I should have some more Dwarven whiskey. That will help. I can't even see where it is. Wood cutting is here. He's also a fisher, because that's an idiotic thing, because fishers never stop. I actually want him to fish, because we weren't getting a ton of fish. So we got a lot of socializing dwarfs here. You are the butcher. You know what? That seems like a good sort of thing for a butcher to do. You, sir, are now a woodcutter. You are not. You know what? You can be if you don't feel like fishing. How's that? I love it. Fuzzle Mumper says, modest nut. I'm only a little crazy sometimes, but not much. That's very modest of you. I'm quite nutty. I'm an arrogant nut. Love it when there's blood in the water. Okay. Do not love it when it flows off the right side of the screen instead of the bottom side of the screen. Hey, some plump helmets. Let's look at our stocks. We have 6 now. Oh, they're probably going to brood up as quickly as you can pick them. That is fine. Because our meat is better than that. We're actually not making any meals. We have only 224 prepared meals. Once again, I'm going to wait for the traders to come in. I'm going to sell off everything we have roast-wise, and I'm going to buy all their food, and hopefully our cook is so good that he'll be able to make quite a bit before they run away. Our cook is quite amazing. Great cooking! And he's actually almost up to the next level, which is brilliant. Okay. What do I want to look at now? I don't even know what's going on anymore. We have one guy farming. Actually, that's a good point. Farming. Wow. You get that just from picking the stuff that he's been doing? Probably. I actually want you to farm. Because you only wood craft and... Oh, I probably had you wood cut, but I missed. Of course, now I want you to farm, though. Okay, let's go back. I wood crafted you instead. That happens all the time. I'm a horrible, horrible person. Okay, so Untrusted Life, unfortunately, I'm going to out myself as someone who has no idea what you're talking about, but I can understand it because well, maybe I can't. But I have heard of Discworld novels, or Discworld before. Untrusted Life is obsessed with it. So much so that he named his last adventure mode character Rincewind. So I don't get that because I actually haven't read it, but... From the vague amount I've heard about it, I imagine I would probably enjoy Discworld. I also have quite the imagination, though. Oh, we don't have any sort of stockpiles or anything down here. No, I don't like that. They need a statue as soon as they come in the door, obviously, and then we can hide the door in there. And same on this side. And I'll have that's so they can get it out, and then we'll have a way for them to get it in as well into here. More people are going to be supplying the stockpile there. And we'll be able to get rid of some other stockpiles, I think, because of this. All right. I'm tempted to have another one come out here, especially if we have the double. Or actually, we need a walkway there anyway, so let's do that. But they can eat here, and we do have a tavern, and hopefully we will get visitors at some point. Do you think it'd be Rincewind? Did I say wind? Oh, did I say wind? I said wind. It does require a boost stockpile. It requires quite a lot of things. And in fact, we're going to have to make a couple of those things, I believe. So, once again, you there. What are you doing? More rock thrones. That is glorious. However, I need a coffer. Or 2 or a million. 4 will be enough to start with. So I first, just in case you guys are interested, the first time I played this, I could not for the life of me figure out, no matter how much alcohol and stuff I put in here, every time I guess I don't have to do that. Every time I looked in here, including instruments and stuff, goblets, all this stuff, actually it's the goblets, I guess. It always read 0. It's because they have to be stored in a stupid chest or something. So we need chests for these things. Of course, we won't have anyone who can actually play instruments or anything yet, but... And I'm wondering, how pissed off do you think our dwarves are going to be if I make rooms for visitors before I make rooms for them? Probably quite a bit. Okay. I'm really tempted to put my nobles on the bottom, but there's really nowhere to put them. I could have one guy over here that could have a trap in his room, but we'll just get creative later on with stuff like that if it becomes necessary. However, let's do... Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. I don't know if I like this. I don't want them going through doors here. That's for sure. Nope. I could do that. I always like to make things of 5 so I can just count it real quick. I'm much less about design and much more so about convenience for some things. So there's 10 rooms off a main drag. And it's too wide, so hopefully we won't have too many traffic issues there. I've left myself room over here, especially in the marble, where I can create stuff for people who require much better rooms. But for now, I think this will be all right. And this is the dull part. I apologize. Do not mind that. Thank you. And since it's right up against this wall, which was probably not the smartest thing. You know what? That isn't the smartest thing. I just said something about convenience, and now I'm working on design. I'm an idiot. Okay. All right, and the reason why I'm doing that is just so I don't have to micromanage my engraver to make sure the engravings get on the inside of the room instead of on the outside on this corridor for future. So I guess maybe I am making it less difficult, making it more convenient for the future. Mouse, work, mouse. Nothing I hate more than a lazy mouse. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I always put my doors closest to their way to get to the stairway. Then again, depending on what happens with this stairway and how I decide to tie it in, that could be on this side. Let's just do that. There we go. We just got ourselves 20 rooms. See how easy that is to count? I would be curious how people tend to make their rooms. Okay. We definitely need booze. I was thinking about making this like the bar area up here where all the food and drink is stored. Luckily, we do have our booze stockpile ready to go. So I want food, prepared food, booze, and then goblets. So let's do that for booze. I might have to change this later. Let's do prepared food here. And it's always good to keep stuff in here because this is where all the animals will be and they'll help deal with vermin. And then last but not least, I think it's a finished good, though I've been wrong every time. Let's put goblets there. Now I'm going to do a lot of customization on this stuff. So this was food. So go to food and block all and allowed only prepared food. And I definitely want all barrels there. Okay, here is already set. And then, so not a lot of customizing, really. Finished goods, please be goblets. Yes, so forbid everything except for goblets. And then I want no bins at all here. I want to be able to see the goblets and make sure that they're getting there. Now, this one's going to take from our finished goblet area. which is... Crap, those are all the same. One of these should have been goods, and one of them should have been... Take from there. That's furniture. This is furniture and goods. Let's just disable furniture for now. We'll see what happens as they start filling it up. So hopefully all the goblins should go there, and then, as necessary, be stored here without bins or anything. So I can just keep an eye on them. It's probably a little more micromanaged than I need. Do we have our coffers yet? Our chests? That would be F or H? H. It's a container. We do not. But we have very few idling dwarves. And the ones that are, which is always a good sign, can haul. They can haul rocks. If I had another donkey... I have a mule. Oh, there's a donkey. So if I needed to, they could haul ass too. But... Oh, that was awful. More Dwarven whiskey. I'll stop feeling guilty about those puns. They kind of get my goat. Okay, we're starting to get some booze and food in there, which is good. Well, booze. No, actually, that is booze and food. Excellent. Oh, right. Still don't have the logs, but we can check that. No, it hasn't made any. Garbage. Oh, we might get some echinida meat. Nope, it's just going to roll and unroll. Are you fighting it? No, you are not. Okay. Wild boar and stuff out there as well, which I believe was already killed. Reminds me to check our food. Do we have any other tallow? I can never see if that lines up or not. I do not see any more tallow. Though we do have things that probably should be getting cooked. Otherwise, they're going to go to waste eventually. F3. The other thing I was playing F4 was the jump to the workshops. I should have changed that. If you can, make lavish meals. If not... No, you know what? There's still plenty of food. Yeah, there's tons of food. Do it. Do it now. Okay, and we do have the farm with the plump helmets. He's making plump helmet wine, Dwarven wine, but it may be time. Dang, I see so few things that can be gathered here. Okay, I'm going to go a little Dwarf Fortress 201 and do build some, not build, crud, what is it? Designate roads. Designate our traffic. So I want high traffic area to go, okay, oops, I lost my size though. I just want it to kind of go out. It's probably good enough. Okay. So they're going to move out and then up and across, not take shorter distances. And then I also want one, because I'll eventually build a road as well. Just for aesthetics, I think. We'll make this high. There we go. And the thought process there, as these guys cut across, well, I didn't... they're still saying, okay, despite that, it's much quicker to go this way. I get it. You jump to somewhere. Migrants! Okay, well, before we deal with the migrants, what I just kind of wanted to do was set up... There's some bushes there. Probably don't have anything on them, but... The largest area I can, and this is going to be a gathering area. So anything that happens to grow in there, they're going to automatically gather it for me, assuming we have someone who is available to gather. I completely forgot about our beehive. Was it made? It was made. Okay. So he'll relocate that. I want... Oh, heck, there's a nice hole right there. Let's just put our hive there. Why not? Oh, right. Migrants. Let's look at the migrants. read the dwarfs. If you want to be dwarfed, let me know, either on Twitch or on YouTube comments. Amazing woodcutter. You know what? That's great. You no longer have to woodcut. And you weren't really doing it anyways, it seems like. I don't know what's wrong with you. Carpentry. I think our carpenter, well, he's a pretty good stone detailer. But we have better stone detailers. I'll leave that for now. Another miner never hurts. I think I only have... No, there's 3. Actually, you know what? We don't even have that many picks. Animal care. That's good. We got some people on animal care now. I don't worry about that. Oh, yes. Got 2 diagnosers. Diagnosers. Diagnosticists. We got a couple houses. So, we can get a chief medical dwarf. We have someone who makes soap. Excellent. We have potash making, which we already had. If I ever make it, you're not going to be the one to do it. In fact, you do nothing else. So what do I want you to do? I want you to farm. There we go. All right, what else do we got? We got tanning. Yeah, we got better tanners than you. We have butching. We have better butcher than you. Yes, we do. We have blacksmithing. Well, those guys are quite good, so you guys don't have to do it. Gym cutting and setting, that's fine. No one else does that. Spinning and clothes making. Okay, so we can make clothes now with half decent quality. And pottery. I actually have never done pottery. Siege engineering, beekeeping. We have quite a few good beekeepers. I've noticed that even back in the old days, our beekeepers in older versions. Oh, good, papermaker. We can start working on a library at some point. I seem to always get like legendary beekeepers in previous fortresses, and I never messed with it. Floss Lord Never Dies says, I do. I forget what the question was. Okay, let's commit that. That'll be a good start. Now look at all the frickin' dwarfs we have. Obviously we need rooms, but we have people to do all sorts of hauling and amazing cleaning and all that kind of fun stuff. And we don't really have to worry about, what do we call it? We don't have to worry about labor basically for the rest of the game. Assuming everyone doesn't die. Which they will. So eventually they will die. I promise you, I will not leave this fortress until something catastrophic has happened. That was a horrible promise. Why did I do that? Speaking of making horrible promises on air, I have a feeling this went way too long. Oh, maybe not. Though I think with migrants arriving, this is a great time to end the episode. I'll continue to stream. I'm actually feeling better. Thank you, Dwarf and Whiskey. I'm having a lot of fun. I gotta do this Twitch thing more often. So thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, we're gonna keep going. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.